What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from sneakerfollows.com, recapping the news. And before I jump into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Now, as for highlights in this video, we have details on the upcoming Air Jordan 4 Net in black, as well as the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Rookie of the Year. Both of those are slated for spring 2025. Now, of course, we have more from Jordan Brand and a good lineup from Nike. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Starting off with Nike, and recently official images popped up of the Nike KD4 Nerf. Now, we've seen quite a few photos already, but of course these are some of the best looks. But more importantly, we now have photos of the box. So I know I've talked about the box in previous videos, and they do come with special packaging. Now, it won't resemble the original release, which took place in 2011. As well, they won't come with a Nerf ball, but the packaging comes in the same theme as the shoes, and then on the inside of the lid, we have KD and Nike and Nerf branding. These are super dope. Now, I have a lot of the original colorways of the KD4, but this one I don't have, nor do I have the Weatherman, so those two are definite pickups for me. Now, as for a release date, unfortunately, we don't have a specific date, but they are expected to debut in July. It's possible they could get moved forward, especially since we now have official images, which means they're loaded on the server, and the retail price is $150. We have another KD4 to talk about in this video, and this time it's the Nike KD4 Weatherman. Now, I'm not going to go over the looks of the shoe just because we've done it, and I've also gone over the official photos. However, what is more important is that we have a new release date. So initially, this pair was scheduled to debut on May 2nd, which wouldn't be far from now. However, they do have a new release date, which is May 21st. The retail price will be $130. Now, on Monday, I plan on dropping the May 2024 Air Jordan and Nike release dates video, so I'll have much more shoes to go over what's dropping next month. So be on the lookout for that. We have a first look at the Nike SB Dunk Low Burnt Orange. Now, these images actually leaked several days ago. However, just with the amount of stuff that I've been talking about, I wanted to not cram them all up in one video, so I kind of spread them out, but I wanted to talk about them here. So, the official colorway of the shoes is Burnt Sunrise, Vintage Green, and Gum Light Brown. Now, I really like these simple and clean color blockings that have been arriving on the SB Dunk Low. For example, the Malachite pair that I recently went over, and the green and blue pair, which I now have on the way. But to go over the shoes, they feature burnt orange across the suede upper, as well as the toe box, tongues, laces, and liner. Next, we have vintage green on the suede swoosh, Nike SB tongue branding, and insoles. Finishing the look is a gum midsole and matching rubber outsole. So these definitely have fall vibes, which is fitting since that's when they're expected to release, fall 2024. Unfortunately, we don't have a specific release date, and the retail price will be $115. I know I've been talking about the upcoming Futura Nike SB Dunk Low collaboration. It's probably due to the fact that I really want this shoe, and I'm hoping somebody at Nike or at a skate shop will hook me up. I don't want them free. I'll pay the retail and the shipping. But in all seriousness, we recently received official images, and I really like this shoe. So of course I wanted to share the official look with you guys. Now, as you know, there is a friends and family pair. Those are rumored to be limited to 250 pairs, and there's been some rumors that they could potentially release. Now, like I stated before, if they do, it'll probably be at a pop-up in New York, and those will be incredibly difficult to obtain. Also, with the official look, we have a look at the insoles, and they do come with 2 sets of laces. The insoles are pretty cool. They feature Nike SB and Futura branding, as well as his signature repeated throughout. It looks like there's another signature here, but I really can't make out what it is. But May's looking strong. We got this pair, but we also have a lot of other pairs, so I'm definitely got to plan accordingly to what is a must grab for me. The Air Jordan 4 Military Blue, an obvious must pick up. And this pair is a must pick up, but I don't even know how I'm going to be able to get them. Now, the good news is we have a potential release date. Now, the release date isn't confirmed, but they are expected to debut on May 10th. Now, I'm sure Nike will officially announce it, but at the time of recording, they are not shown on the sneakers app. And I went to Nike SB's Instagram page because sometimes they'll post about an upcoming release date there, and they have yet to post about it. So as of now, they are rumored to debut on May 10th, although that's not locked in, and the retail price will be $135. Starting off Jordan Brand, we have official images of the Air Jordan 11 Low Space Jam. Now, the release date has moved around multiple times, but it appears that we have a date locked in, at least for now. And of course, with the official images, it just gives us a better look. Usually Nike photos are on point, but there's been some times where the lighting may be off and they look horrible. For example, one of the pairs I remember is the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red. The red used was almost like a shade of pink, and then they pulled the images and updated it the next day. So that was kind of funny. But for this shoe, another pair that I want to buy in May, but there's just so many releases that I really need to prioritize. But really, I just wanted to share the official look. The pair is scheduled to debut on May 18th, and the retail price will be $190. Also, these will be available in full family sizing. In the last several videos, I've been going over a lot of upcoming Air Jordan 1 Low OGs, and one of the shoes that I leaked a few months ago was the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Mocha. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I didn't want to share this first look just because it's horrible. Yes, we've seen worse, but I don't know, at this point in time, I feel like anybody who has access to these shoes early can take some decent photos. Not just the quality of the photo, but just the angle was just like one shot of the side. Anyways, I wanted to hold off on sharing it, hoping that more photos would leak before talking about it, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen because this image leaked maybe 2 to 3 days ago. Might be a couple weeks or maybe another week before we get a better look. But as you can see, it is on point to the mock-up that Z and I put out months back. So the shoes will feature a white, black, and palomino color combination. Constructed with leather, it appears that nubuck is used around the heel, although it's hard to tell from the quality of the image. But we also have white on the base, toe, and tongue, with black around the toe, eye stays, tongue label, liner, and the swoosh. Palomino, which is a shade of brown, wraps the heel. And again, it's hard to tell, but it kind of looks like it might be on the outsole. It also could be black. Again, it's just hard to tell. Finishing the look is white on the midsole. These are clean. These are nice. They have been releasing a lot of nice colorways of the Air Jordan 1 Low OG. Well, at least they're going to. Now, as for a release date, this pair is scheduled to debut on August 21st, and the retail price will be $140. In a short amount of time, we've been getting a lot of new images of the Air Jordan 6 Olympic, and I've been trying not to flood every set of photos and new videos, but the images have slowly started to get better. So with our latest look, not only is the quality of the images better, but we have different angles to actually tell what's going on. Now, I am happy with the overall shape. Also, somebody else pointed this out on Instagram, that the tongue is slightly taller, which is a plus for any fan of the OG Air Jordan 6 mold. Now, to briefly run down some history, this pair originally released back in 2000, and then we saw another retro take place in 2012. Now, when I shared this information, a lot of people, they were happy that the shoes were returning, but obviously the majority wanted the Air Jordan 7 Olympic to return, and I 100% agree. Now, I'm not taking away from the 6 because it's a dope shoe, but it's been a while since we've seen the Air Jordan 7 Olympic. Matter of fact, I can't even remember off the top of my head when's the last time we saw an OG colorway of the Air Jordan 7 release. Actually, it wasn't that long ago. I just looked it up. It was in 2022, and it was the Air Jordan 7 Cardinal. Now, not to take away from the Air Jordan 7 Cardinal, I've have every release of that shoe with the exception of the 2022 pair, but there's a lot of better colorways of the Air Jordan 7 that could return. Again, that's just my opinion. For those looking forward to the return of the Air Jordan 6 Olympic, the shoes are currently scheduled to debut on August 3rd. They recently were delayed, and the retail price will be $200. Also, they will be available in full family sizing. Grade school is priced at $160, preschool will cost $100, and toddler sizes will cost $85. 2025, we have a handful of Air Jordan 1 Low OG releases, and a couple of those will be inspired by popular high top versions. Now, in yesterday's video, I talked about the Air Jordan 1 Low Obsidian, and I did receive confirmation after I dropped the video that the color blocking on the shoes is confirmed. So they're going to look like that. Now, the next shoe to talk about is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Rookie of the Year. And I can also confirm that the color blocking is accurate here. So the shoes will feature a Cell, Black, Golden Harvest, and Gym Red color combination. For those that don't know, the Air Jordan 1 High OG Rookie of the Year was released in 2018. The shoes are inspired by Michael Jordan's suit that he wore to accept the Rookie of the Year trophy. So expect the low top to be just like the highs. They'll feature leather on the base done in Cell. Cell also lands on the tongue, and then we have a tan nubuck around the toe, overlays, and the heels. Red will fill in the Nike Air branding on the tongue, and then we have black on the swoosh, laces, liner, wings on the heel, and the rubber outsole. Lastly, a Cell midsole completes the look. Now, as for a release date, this pair will debut spring 2025, which means a release will take place between January and March of 2025. Also, the retail price will be $140. Last up for today, I have details on the upcoming Air Jordan 4 Net in black. Now, first off, this is a mock-up, and what releases might look different. However, the overall look will be like this. So, the net version pretty much features like this large open hole mesh netting that overlays the upper, which of course gives them a unique look. Now for holiday 2024, Jordan Brand will release the Air Jordan 4 Net in white. That shoe will feature metallic gold accents. And then for spring 2025, we have a black version, and the official colorway is black, black, and metallic silver. So expect black throughout, and then more than likely, metallic silver will hit some of the branding as well as the metal Jordan hang tag. Now, just a heads up, the Air Jordan 4 Net is a women's exclusive model. I'm not sure if they will be available in extended women's sizing, but for sure, the black pair will also be a women's exclusive release. And again, they are expected to debut spring 2025, which means a release could take place between January and March of 2025. Also, the retail price will be $210. I've seen the model, not just a mock-up, but I've seen a picture of what they look like, the sample pair. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of them. Some people may like them, but more importantly, let me know your thoughts on the overall look down in the comment section below. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. As well, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Now, speaking of new videos, I'm definitely not dropping one on Sunday. 3 videos in a row plus 4 this week is definitely a lot. It's weighing on me. I need to take Sunday off, but Monday I'm going to be back. But that video is going to be the May 2024 Air Jordan and Nike release dates video. So I'm going to switch things up a bit. I might drop a couple shorts after that, and then we'll get back to the 2025 info. I may post some of the stuff that isn't as popular on the website and Twitter, and then I'll talk about that in an upcoming video. But all the important stuff I'm going to break here first on the channel. So as for this video, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. As well, if you have any questions, leave that down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to sneakerfiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.